So I feel like most people are kind of disappointed in this update. The 2 units that came out didn't really do a lot for everyone, and we're kind of in that waiting period where we're waiting for Super Awakenings, and everyone knows they're coming. These characters really aren't getting a good time to shine. Not to mention too, their banner was absolutely atrocious, but still, I want to see how good they actually are. Starting with Light Thetis, which is probably the one character that people just don't want to use or even see. The reason being is because it's so hard to fit this guy into a team comp. It's all about getting to Mega Drive Unlimited, that's the first step, but then after that, he's just a damage dealer. He's not doing anything else, and not only is he just a damage dealer, he's very bare bones as a damage dealer. Like, he's not really applying any type of crazy buff to your team apart from the physical damage buff on the art. But who knows, maybe in this video, I might change my opinion about him and see if he's maybe a little bit better than what I thought. Also, I want to say too that I'm getting some help from the boy Spider. He's allowing me to use his Light Thetis today, so huge shout out to him for allowing me to do this. His passives are Accuracy level 2. His Mega Drive passive is Cry of the Earth. This gives him attack and defense 50% up. And then if he's in his Mega Drive Unlimited, he gets 150% crit rate instantaneously, which, I mean, these are okay, but me personally, we could have did 100% here. That's all I'm saying. Vox got 100%. He's like 3 years old. In terms of the skill, we have a very underwhelming skill at 10 art gauge every 10 seconds. So his art will do damage just straight out if he's not in Mega Drive. If he's in Mega Drive, it will activate Mega Drive Unlimited. Then, if he activates the art during Mega Drive Unlimited, he gives his entire team 80% physical damage for 25 seconds. The true art on first use will activate your Mega Drive for 120 seconds, and then if you use it during Mega Drive, you will deal 100,000% light damage physical. In terms of his equip slots, we have 2 5-star physicals and a 4-star heal. One item that I do think that is really necessary on him is his true weapon. His true weapon gives him passive art gauge, and it makes him not able to flinch, so that's very solid. For the other 5-star physical, a Archon item would be really nice. True as Anagi or something like that, or if you really want to try to capitalize on as much damage as possible, you could go for more of a damage buffing item. The 4-star heal, this is very up to you, but I recommend either a cleanse or some type of burst heal in most situations. Now, as for the crest on this character, since he is kind of more of this damage dealer, I'm really recommending attack up. Also, crit damage is not bad, especially if you're planning on getting him into Mega Drive Unlimited quite often, which you probably should. And Promise of Funeral God is going to be really nice too. And then if you double crest him for whatever reason, art gauge up wouldn't be a bad secondary crest, just kind of help him get going a little bit faster. Unfortunately, we have no animations, but if I had to guess what Light Thetis is going to be doing, he's really going to be throwing them elbows. Since the team we're going to be rocking, we're going to be going against the Emmy fight. Almost said Emiya. Fate's not in the game yet, OP. And with this fight, it's going to be able to show off the crit rate buff that he's going to be able to give himself, because the 150% crit rate that he gets from his Mega Drive Unlimited should be able to still crit at times against Emmy, since she only gives herself 100% crit resist. I decided to switch it up just a little bit. I wanted to be more of a team focused a little bit more around Light Thetis, and I think this team's going to be able to focus around him a little bit more. We're still doing pretty okay right here. Thetis is actually hitting relatively hard. He's hitting for what, 160 something K most of the time from what I'm seeing. He's still doing like lots of damage himself, which is very good. And I mean, even with this, we're taking some deeps, but it really doesn't matter. As you see here, I mean, this is the problem that I have with this character. It's not like he's bad in terms of the DPS that he's dealing or anything. He's not bad whatsoever. It's just he's so lackluster compared to other characters that we have at the moment. It's like you're kind of better off just using other DPSs, since you don't have to worry about dealing with Mega Drive Unlimited, which I don't think is bad, especially in this type of long form content. Mega Drive Unlimited isn't a problem because you don't have to worry about it ever like falling off really, or you not being able to have enough time to get into it. Like, all that's fine, but whenever it comes to shorter form content, which is, let's be honest here, chat, 90% of the game, right? We just nuke stuff and blow stuff up instantaneously. It's like, where do you fit in Light Thetis? And also, it's like when it comes to these longer types of content, why would you use Light Thetis over someone like Darkcilia or Juno or Emperor or something like that as well, right? So it's kind of weird, but even there, you know, he saw 5.2 million. Like, in terms of damage and stuff, it's not terrible. It's just he's very bare bones. He's not really offering a lot to the team. He's not really doing a lot. It's just very attack ups, damage ups, and that's pretty much it. I think that there might be a world where you may be able to get a nuke off with him, but I just don't see it. Since you're going to be needing so much Archon, and the only Archon that I can think of that you might be able to do this with is like a 12th generation Mizuki team and someone else. But even then, I feel like you're going to be cutting it extremely close in the Archon department. Either way, his design, pretty cool. His kit, a little bit lackluster. Overall, he's an okay unit. If you wind up getting this character, he's not bad by any means, but he definitely could be a lot better. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I think that this character may be pretty solid in the mines though, because that's a type of long form content where he's going to be really able to strive in. So maybe try him out in the mines when he comes around. He might be pretty solid. But apart from that, that's gonna be it. Either way though, man, thank you all for coming out. It's been your boy P. Thanks again to my man Spider for allowing me to do the showcase, and that's gonna be it. Thank you all, and last but not least, don't forget to drink water.